Good morning. It's a wonderful Wednesday here at The Real LC. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe at the bell. All right, so today we are moving on after having 2 days of kind of fluff. Moving on to the distance formula. Now, if it ever confuses you why the second term, because we'll do this when we do slope, why the second one comes first, it's because that's how they used to measure. Okay, they would go to where they were going and they walk back. Okay, so now something to think about. This is closely related to the Pythagorean theorem. We'll talk about Pythagoras later. I'll tell you how he was basically a cult leader, and it's true. He had followers and stuff, and they didn't have electricity and everything. So somebody was like a bright idea and they just followed you around. All right. So, yeah, y'all stop touching each other. So, all right. So, what I've done is I've tried to make this hopefully as foolproof as possible. But, you know, that's can never be that way because, you know, this is why we can't have nice things. All right. So, find the distance between the 2 points here, 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 and here. All right. So, now, because I have this nice fill in the blank thing for y'all. All right, so we've got that filled out. Now, a lot of this is going to be calculator work, okay? And I know there's about to be a mad rush for calculators, but I do want to point something out. You can do all of this together at once in the calculator, especially if you have one similar to mine. I'll show you how to do yours. All at once, but you have to be careful. You have to actually type it in as it looks, okay? Now, I know some people will not want to do that. You're going to do something that goes a little something like this, okay? So big. All right, so 4 minus 5 we know is going to be -1. It's very important, muy importante, that you actually put the parentheses around that in the calculator, okay? Calculator is a simple machine. Don't say the calculator gave you the wrong answers. Spoons make me fat, okay? But think about that. Now, we're squaring this. All right, so this minus the negative plus positive, so this is -3 squared. All right, now squaring something is, you know, multiplying it by itself. So this is going to be 1. This is going to be 9. All right, so we're going to get the square root of 10, and that's actually how we're going to leave it, okay? With these calculators here, I know the webcam is not working on this, but the ones like the yellow ones I have, we'll have them set up for them to actually give you this answer. I'll help other people. Okay. Is anybody super confused on that? I would show you how to actually type it in if the webcam was working. I don't have that ability, okay? So I can teach y'all individually and then so forth. All right, that was example 1. Example 2. -4, -1. Taking a pop off the coffee. All right. Now, doing this like how this would be negative 9 squared. This would be negative 3 squared. All right. This becomes 81. Becomes 9. All right. So we get the square root of 90. Now, if you were to actually type this into some of these calculators, it's going to do something different. Okay? It's going to give you an answer like this. Now, I've got to make sure that they're all set up like that. I could tell you, here's the long explanation why. Okay? 90 is basically 9 times 10. 9's a perfect square. Square root of 9 is 3. Okay, now that's the very fast version of that, but y'all don't have to really have to look for those when I teach you how to use your calculators. Okay, and we'll get through that. It's a lot of calculator work. Okay, a lot of calculator work. Everybody was doing really good until I wrote 3 root 10, didn't you? Then some of y'all just fell off the wagon. Nope. Okay. They were all chatty beforehand. How many of these did I give y'all? 4? Okay. All right. We're going to come back. I'm going to let y'all do these 2 on your own so I can teach y'all how to use the calculator. And then we'll come back. I know some of y'all are like, but I have the answer. Okay. That's awesome. All right. Move on to example 5. Okay. Now, we actually had midpoint of line, which is the middle point of the line. Now, we have to find it between these coordinates. Now, the coordinates, X, Y, and stuff like that. This one's actually a lot more fun. Okay. So, if this is this. All right, so this one you can actually put in order because remember in adding, order doesn't matter. -2. Now, again, there is a way to put this in the calculator as is, but you can only do one piece at a time. Like you can put this part in once and then you've got to put this part in. But we can also, kind of figure this out too. All right. So -5 plus 6 is the same thing as 6 minus 5. This is 1 over 2. And this is also 1 over 2. Now, you could write it like that, or as most of y'all are going to do, you're going to put 0.5. Okay, I'll take either, but which one do you think is easier to see? The written as fractions or written as decimals? Fractions. And this is why. Okay. Unless you do something very big to make those decimals pop out like that, it's hard to see. Okay, and I'm old, even with glasses, so, help an old man out. Y'all want me happy when I grade your stuff, right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, wow, all right. Example 6. Oh, there's more. Okay, so 5, -5. 2 and 3. 2, 3. Doop 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 doo. All right. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay. 7 halves, or you're going to say this, 3.5. All right. Negative 5 plus 3, this is 2 over 2, which is 1. Okay. Now, I would not want to have to graph the point 3.5 over and then 1 up. That's not going to be a very nice graph. Okay. So when we're doing these decimals, okay, it's not too bad. This is pretty straightforward. All this, yeah, it's a lot of calculator work. And then I'll teach y'all how to do the calculator. All right. So, all right, I'm going to let y'all do example 7 on your own. Ooh, yes! The fun one. All right. If t is 0.4, how do I know that this is x2, y2? It's because the line is st. Okay. And the midpoint is this. What's the coordinates of? All right, we don't know these. We don't know. All right. We do know this is 5, negative 8. Okay. This is x plus 0. Yep. And this is y plus 4. All right. Should have been kind of obvious because I have those set up for you. Now, all right, we're wanting these highlighted things by themselves. All right, that's the main objective. How, if all this is being divided by 2, what's the opposite of divide? Multiply. All right, so we're going to multiply both sides by 2. And we're going to get 10 equals to x1. Now, unfortunately, on this other side, we got to do a little bit more. But remember, all this is being divided, so we're going to multiply. And we're going to get negative 16 y plus 4 minus 4 minus 4. And this gives us negative 20 equals 1. Negative 20. Yeah, anytime I can put an equation, like solving equation stuff's in here, I'm going to do it because it's fun. Plus, by the time y'all get to Algebra 1, y'all are going to be, you know, just thriving on solving equations. Either everybody is getting it or nobody wants to say anything. One of the two. I hope it's the first one. Alright. Yeah, tomorrow when we do more practice, it's going to be better. Alright. So, they have one more of these. I'm going to let them do it here. This is where we're going to stop our lesson today. So, don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.